All right, peace, Black Power family. How y'all doing this Sunday? It's your boy Stuart. About to talk about a little Falcon coin lending and the small Bitcoin correction that we had last night. Well, first off, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Have y'all been taking any advice? Have anybody been jumping into the Bitcoin, altcoin, cryptocurrency arena? Have you listened to any advice I've gave you? Have you lost money? Have you gained money? I mean, let me know something, man. How y'all doing today? But like I like to do, I don't like to be up here too long. I ain't gonna play around with it. We're gonna jump right into it. So first off, we're gonna go straight to the. Let me share my screen, and we're gonna go straight to the market, and we're gonna see how the market is doing. It's been a minute. Let me refresh this page. We refresh it. The market is starting to recover. So yesterday, last night we had like a 5% dip in the market. Bitcoin, the price has changed 5% exactly from yesterday, 24-hour high, but it's already moving back up because it was under $7,000, like $7,800 earlier this morning. So it's already moving back up. You got Ethereum at $834.72. Let me speak on this right fast. That was a healthy dip that we had last night. And I'm gonna show y'all the chart and explain why it was healthy for us to have a dip, because once we had this major correction right here, where Bitcoin went all the way down to around under $6,000, we cannot have a steady growth. If we have a steady growth, then what's going to happen is we're going to have a major correction again. So it's always good for us to grow some, dip down, grow higher, dip down, grow, dip, grow, dip. As long as once we dip, when we grow again, we grow higher than the last height of the growth. And I'm going to show this on the Bitcoin chart today. With that being said, so we're going to look at Ethereum. Ethereum at $834.72. It's down 5% as well. Ripple $1.03. Ripple took a hit. Ripple was close to $1.10 yesterday. So it's down 8%. Bitcoin Cash is down 3% at $1,248, holding strong. Cardano at 37 cents is down on 8.14%. Man, Cardano, y'all better jump in. 37 cents, you better get it. Woo! I'm telling you now, Cardano is going to get to $1. Litecoin, $1.50. And 63 cents, down 7.26%. When LightPay come out, LightPay is on its way out. Litecoin is going to at least get up to $450, $500 when LightPay come out, because a lot of more merchants is going to be using LightPay. Now, I don't know if y'all familiar with LightPay. Let me see. I might pull it up. You know what? LightPay is something where merchants and stores will be able to accept payments using LightPay in a form where you can use your Litecoin to process payments. It's a whole lot faster than BitPay, and it don't cost as much. The transaction fees don't cost as much as BitPay as what LightPay is going to be. So Litecoin price is going to go up, family. I'm just telling y'all. All right, Stellar at 37 cents is down 9.19%. Again, Stellar is going to reach $1, family. It's going to get there. So you can look at these prices and say when, but it's going to get there. And when it get there, I'm going to be happy because I'm loaded. You got Neo at a $106.13. It's down 6.8 6, close to 7% today. Neo. Now, a lot of people is talking real bullish on Neo. Like Neo is really going to be that $400-500 coin that is coming. The people is very bullish on Neo in the crypto space. Now, me in particular, I haven't jumped on the bandwagon, but people is very bullish on Neo, family. EOS at $8.61 is close to down 8%. You know, Goodbye. IOTA $1.75. It's down 10%. Down 10%. Family. Now y'all know IOTA was $3-4. So here it is. NIM at 54 cents. It's down 8%. NIM was over $1. Dash was close to $1,000. It's at 603.80. It's down 650. Down 6.50% this morning, but it's gonna rise. Monero 234 and 54 cents is down 9%. List $25.83 is down approximately 8%. Tron is at 4 cents, it's down 12, approximately 13 cents. Tron was one of the biggest movers. Ethereum Classic at $24.48 is down 2.52%, ain't went down that much. And as you know, we can keep looking. Nano is $8.82. It's down 12%. Nano is something that if I were y'all, I would look into. I would click Nano, and I would look into it. I would see about Nano because Nano seems like it's coming with that technology. And I don't want to speak on it, but you know, where you can charge your phone without plugging it into where you don't need power. Like the lights can run without power cords. So it's about some futuristic stuff. So Steam at 404 always a good buy, but Verge is down 12%, all the way to number 29 at 5 cents. I hope Verge pick up. Let me go to some of my. I got 2 sleepers, 3 that's not in the top 100. And with this major correction, you gotta expect some of the coins that was in the top 200 to fall out and maybe never get back in there. So this correction is going to get rid of a lot of bad coins, and it looked like I might be caught in it with one of them. Now Vertcoin, y'all know I'm very big on Vertcoin. Is 112 is moving closer to the top 100. I ain't mean to do that. It's down 9%, but I see some nice things happen with Vertcoin. The end of February, we're going into March. In this first quarter, Vert base is going to come out. It's another. They're going to have their own exchange under Vertcoin, so there's some good things coming out with Vertcoin. That's scheduled to come out in the first quarter of 2018. So we're already in there. So Vertcoin is one. Zencash is another one I was told about, and Zencash is let's click on it. We're gonna go to the website, but you know, with all the regulation and all the the big governments getting involved, and we got to get back to being decentralized and anonymous. You want to have decentralized and anonymous coins is going to be the coins of the future. Anonymous coins, and Zencash is one of the future anonymous coins it's been around, it's coming, but it has a great team behind it. It's very professional. You can come here, you can check it out. There's only going to be 21 million of them out of all of them. The nodes are going to be secure, and they're going to be anonymous, and that's where the future is going to go when it comes to cryptocurrency. With now the mainstream media and the government getting involved, they're going to be decentralized and autonomous, and anonymous. Not only autonomous, but anonymous as well, where it's going to be kind of like Dash in a sense. So Zencash is something that is one of my sleepers. I've been buying them, even though they way above my price range. I'm actually looking at a loss right now because when I first jumped into Zencash, they was around 48, between $45 and $50 a coin when I jumped in it. So I'm behind the 8 ball because I done lost $10 per coin right now. But it's something that's for the long run with me, where I expect to hold for a year or two, and possibly within that year or two, they may go up to $300-400, and then I'll be looking good then. But let me get back to one more coin. It's District. District is always one of my sleepers. I think District fell out of the top. I think it fell out of the top 200. Is at 7 cent. I can't. I remember, like when District made the lowest I may remember was 4 cents. So it's not doing good at 7 cent right now. So I got it's ranked 212. Let me pull up the 1 month chart. It's steady been declining. You know, it was up to 35 cent on January the 12th. You know, it was looking good, but now since this major correction, you know, it's down to 7 cent. But I'm a long-term rider, District, so it don't matter. It ain't even been out a year. August of 2018 make a year that this coin has been out. So I'm gonna ride with District anyway. It don't matter. Really, the price right now, I'm just buying more. The more it dip, the more I buy. That's the way I feel about it. So let me see some of the gainers and losers. UCash went up 288.22%. Some of these coins, I don't know nothing about them. There's so many coins. Master Swiss coin went 73.33%. That's a 24-hour gain. A lot of these, I ain't. Let me see about the 1 hour. Yeah. Seg with 2X. I didn't know they had their own coin. Wow. That one is $8.27. Went up 8.59%. So you see some coins are rising even with this correction. All right, family. So let me get out of this. And it's time for me. I'm gonna go to Bitcoin. I'm gonna pull a Bitcoin chart right fast. And whoever watching, thanks for watching. I wish you would, say something. Leave a comment or give me a thumbs up. But let me go to Bitcoin right fast. I'm gonna pull up the chart for Bitcoin. I wish you would. All right, so now let me zoom. Let me try to make this better for whoever watching. Let me try to. I'm gonna do something I usually don't do. I'm going to. Let me see. What's this too? All right, I think this might be. All right, this is good. So let me zoom out. Let me show y'all something. All right, now what I have is I have the Bollinger Bands, then but I'm a bag out for a minute. All right, now this right here is the small correction we had. No. That was the major dip. I want to show the small correction from last night. All right, here it is. This really was the bottom out of the correction we had last night, where Bitcoin got down to around $7,818.38. This is the small correction that we had last night. So, y'all can see Bitcoin was up. It was up to around, it got to 88, around 88. Actually, it got close to 9. We actually got up to 9, over 9,000. So we had a small correction where it came all the way down to, the 7.8. But as you can see, the market is already recovering from the low that we went into. The market is already correction because we over close to 8,300. Now I have some lines up here. So this line is the 200-day. This is our 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average is showing the line. So as you can see, the price, we're over the 200-day moving line. The next line is the 100-day moving line. This is the green line. And then the red one is the 50-day moving line. Now, what we really need, as you can see, we had got over these lines, but what we needed was a correction. Because let me get to the 30-minute one right fast. All right, now this is what is this one? That's the Bollinger Band. Yeah, this is the 200. This is the 200. That's the 50. And this is the 100-day moving average. But even in the 30-minute chart, as you can see, we got over the 50-day moving average, and that's good. And we was getting right to go over the 200-day moving average. The reason why we have to get over these moving averages is because we have been in a slump. We have been, if you look at the Bollinger Bands, we have been under the Bollinger Band. We have been under it for a while. Even if I go further back, this is after the correction, we was above it. Then you can see we went back under it. Then we went above it, under it, above it, under it, above, and then that correction last night, it put us under it. Now we're moving back over it. But this 100-day moving average and the 200-day moving average and the 50-day moving average is something that we have to make sure that we get back above. We have to get above these moving averages, but it's not wise for Bitcoin to get above it too fast without small corrections, because then we're gonna have another major dip. So we don't want to overextend ourselves. And you can see once we hit, you see all this activity down here. Once we hit here, once we bottomed out this morning around 78, you can see people start buying. You can see it's a lot of activity, a lot of sales and buys. So that's how you know the market bounced there, bounce. So now it's moving back up. So now today, Sunday, the Chinese market and the Asian market is getting back into this. So we're moving good. So now this is what we have to look at to make sure that we are still moving positive and not moving backwards. Our total has to eclipse the 9,000. We have to eclipse this. So this right here, as we going up, we may have a little smaller dip throughout the day, but as we keep climbing, we have to go over $9,000. I say, let me zoom out a little bit. I say that we actually need to get close to between 9,500 and 10K and 10,000. I say that's where we have to go. If we reach that high, we have to eclipse it, because our high need to be higher than the last one before we had a correction. So we need to get over, I say 9,500, between 9,500 and 10K is where Bitcoin needs to go. Now I don't want to jinx it, but I think it's going there, family. From what I'm seeing, all signs are pointing to it going there. We had to have that correction. Binance had went off line for like a whole day, and Binance got back online last night around 10 o'clock last night. Binance came back online, but Coin Market had Binance the trade volume was real high, but Binance had been shut down. So we knew once Binance came back online, their trading volume was going to drop. They represent 15% of coin market cap. So you knew that it was going to drop. The price of Bitcoin was going to drop. We already knew that. So once Binance came back online, we knew it was going to drop. And you can tell it came back online, I think around 10 o'clock last night. So what's that? 10 o'clock is what, 2200? So at 22, yeah, that should be 10 o'clock. And look at 2200, what happened? We dropping. I wouldn't be surprised if it came online right then, because there was a massive sell-off right then. And then, another sell-off. So that's around the time Binance came back online. And as you can see, once they came back online, we plummeted, but now we're moving right back on up. So I'm telling y'all, I'm expecting Bitcoin by Tuesday, today's Sunday, Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm expecting Bitcoin to be close to over 9,500. We have to get above this. If we do not get above this, then it's a sign that we may dip again and go back into another correction. So we'll see. It's a waiting game, but everything to me is looking good. You can see it's a lot of activity down here. These green, they buy. So I'm thinking that we're looking good. Actually, let me clear all these drawings. It don't want to clear it. But you can look at the order book in a sense. And the order book kind of lets you know. You got a little wall right here. What price is this? That's a little wall, but it's gonna suck it up after this wall. This 82.50. So that's a drop. It's getting close to that wall right now. But this is always gonna change. So this is an ongoing cycle. But that wall here, right here, you got to get past this wall and it got to catch up. It got to catch up to that wall. But it's looking good, family. No matter what, Bitcoin is on its way up. So it's just a matter of time. And because we're above the Bollinger Band. And another good sign that you can tell with Bitcoin is when you check out the Bollinger Bands, like the lines itself in the middle, once we bottom, it'll start going up and then it come down and then it's going up. That's a sign. So let's look at where the Bollinger Band is at right now. The middle line, it's moving up. You see that? So we took a dip and now it's starting to turn. So that's a sign that the momentum is shifting for us to go up. So let me get out of this. And now I'm going to talk about what I supposed to be talking about today. It's Falcon Coin. And let me share my screen. The Falcon Coin right fast. And this is what the show is about, is Falcon Coin. As y'all can see, zoom in a little bit. My active invested is $2,116.92, and every day I'm gaining interest. Now, I only brought. I haven't, like, I own basically 200 coins, but I only brought like 100. I think I had like 1,400 initially. It was like 1,400 initially into Falcon Coin. And it's not 1,400. It was actually 140 coins. And what Falcon Coin does is they pay you $10 per coin. So if you loan one coin, that one coin is worth a $10 loan. So I ain't put no damn $2,000 into this. I brought so basically right now I own 200 coins, but at the loan rate it's $10 per coin. So you get what I'm saying? So I was buying the coins at 38 cents, 15 cents. So I ain't put that much money. I basically I feel like I might have put $130 max into this. And after that, I've been getting interest every day. Now today's interest is 0.66%. Yesterday interest was 0.95. Tomorrow's gonna be 0.89. Now with this Falcon coin, I have a link in the description for anybody that's watching. If you want to get involved with Falcon coin, it's pretty simple. You use the link, you sign up, and you just send you Bitcoins to Falcon coin and you purchase them. Now Falcon coin, as you can see at the top, they 38 cents a coin, family. But once you lend them, they lend them at $10 a coin. So your interest rate is going to be based off $10 per coin. You understand? So now what you can do with Falcon coin is, like I do, I got $16.56 interest. Now that's been paid. Some of that's been paid this morning. Yeah, because you can see they credit 2 cents, 15 cents, 28 cents, $1.86, 2 cents, 15 cents. You know, you can see the credits for the day. Yeah, at 15 cents is the end for this morning. And then you can see the credits for last night they gave. So every day, I'm getting credits all throughout the day. So what I usually do is, with Falcon Coin, what I do is, when I receive the money, right? So they pay me $16. What I do is, I'll change it. I'll take the $15 and I'm gonna lend it. I'm gonna lend all of it. I'm gonna lend all of it, and I'm gonna add it to my existing loan. So that's really what I'm doing. I'm adding so they're gonna give me 1.6 Falcon coin for that $16. Basically, that's what they're gonna give me. So I'm gonna lend it right back to them, and it adds on to my existing loan that I already have. Now the loan is for 180 days, and you draw interest every day on your loan. So now to transfer my Falcon chain, you see the exchange rate at $10. Keep in mind that you're exchanging USD wallet balance to Falcon coin based on current market price of Falcon coin. And this is why I say Falcon coin is going to be here for the long haul, because Falcon coin haven't jacked up their price. Their price of the coin has been around, the highest it's been is $1. Now you have the Boar coin, who took about $100 from me and just went out the blue. They had their price up to $100, $200 a coin. Too early. They pumped the coin price up and then they dumped it on everybody. But what Falcon Coin is doing is they're keeping the price cheap, because they want anybody who owns Falcon Coin to bring the Falcon Coin to this lending platform. So once they consolidate all the coins to this lending platform, the price of the coin automatically is going to skyrocket. And that's what they're doing. So that's why I'm in here for the long haul. So what I did, as you can see, the USD has changed to Falcon Coin, right? So now I got 4.36 Falcon Coin. Now, if that would be money, it'd be $43, right? But what I'm going to do is, it might not be enough to lend. I'm going to lend it right back. So I lend all. There you go. Lend all. You put your two-factor. It may tell me it's not enough, though. Lately, you got to be lending on 10 coins or more. So I'm going to see where to take it this morning. Might not take it. It took it. Okay. Now, it took my coins and the amount of money. So now my total amount of money lending has went up. My active investment just went up. They added the $43.66 to it. So this right here is something, you get a bonus. I get a bonus of 10%, 0.10%, 0.10%, plus what the software volatility interest is 0.66%. And this changes every day. Some days it be over 1. Like, so this is something that anybody can get involved in. It's real simple. All you got to do is get you a little Bitcoin, and if you want to lend, you come here, lend. Now, whatever amount that you usually have, and you can see right here the interest rate. You know, mine is 0.10 plus that, and the more you lend, the higher your interest rate is that you get daily, your daily rate. You know, and it's huh? Well, what? The house. Your house? It's the red spot. Where's it red? The red spot on the game. But I changed the red spot. Well, now you gotta look for it. Wait till I finish this stuff. But as you can see, some people got even $100,000 worth into this. Some people do, some people don't. So you know, I'm sitting around. I'm trying to get to $5,000. I'm gonna get there because after 180 days, I'll be done reached it, and hopefully, I don't know. I may try to take my money out, or I may reinvest it to see. Because if I reinvest it for another 180 days, you know, I don't know though. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But family, this Falcon coin, this something. It's a link in the description. If you want to get involved with Falcon coin, it's some more on lending platforms that I'm a part of. Devore was one, but they hit me in the head. So do not do no. I mean, you're gonna lose. Sometimes you lose, man. And in this space, you don't win all the time. Sometimes you may take a loss. And Devore coin, I took a loss. I took a loss with Devore coin, and that's real, man. So you know you don't win them all, but Falcon coin looked like a good one, and it's a couple more that I'm a part of that is lending platforms where you're getting interest off your money. This is how you can make money when the market is down, you know, because and also you can Thorn coin. Let me show y'all another one. Now Thorn coin, you know, I've been promoting Thorn coin, and I actually am staking. I'm staking in Thorn coin right now, but I can't even access the world site because it's saying due to local regulations, your country and or region is not allowed to operate with this website. So right now, Thorncoin is not allowing us to, if you're in America, to go on the website. But on the 18th, when they launched their exchange, we'll be able to get access to it on the 18th. But I'm already staking. My coins are already staked. I've been staking the coins in Thorncoin since February the 5th. I started staking. So I staked 1 week, and now I put it back in for a second week. So, but I can't even access it right now. But I have been in contact with them on Telegram and then on Facebook, and they did say on the 18th, you know, when they put their exchange, I better get back to it. But they don't want no legalities because what's going on in the United States right now is a lot of the states are starting to hit them with cease and desist orders for these lending platforms. So they starting to change the wording so it's not so much a loan. They're changing the word so it's not lending or loaning. It's going to be more like I forgot the name, but they got to change the wording, family, because the United States government is trying to shut them down, man. So with that being said, look, I'm gonna stop screen sharing. If there's any questions, if anybody got a question or anything, you know, let me know. If not, we're gonna get right to get up off here, man. But I thank y'all for watching this Sunday, man. Subscribe to the page, like the video, you know, leave a comment. Peace.